Hey, how y'all doing? So I'm back to review Real Housewives of Potomac. I just got to watch the episode and I want to talk about it. It's not really that deep, so it won't be a deep dive. No need to deep dive shallow waters, right? So the episode kicks off with Robin in the bed and Juan trying to make her get up. Juan is basically disgusted at her depression because that's pretty much what it is. Robin is, for some reason, getting her kids up at 9:07 to log into their virtual school that starts at 9:10. Now, that is a problem, but by the same token, if you know that your wife is struggling emotionally, try to be some emotional support. I mean, he's a coach, right? So he should know that teamwork makes the dream work. But if the girl is, not getting out of bed and saying how the pandemic is affecting her, you can't just be like, you don't do enough. Get up. Oh, okay. And then on the flip side of that, if you are already up and at 'em, is there some rule against you getting the kids up? Because they're your kids too, right? I'm pretty confused by that. But I just think Juan could be a little more emotionally supportive. But I don't really think, I think that also speaks to the emotional bond that's missing there. But we all know that story. So they move on to show Karen getting ready for a live by having Ray move big vases around, about to break his geriatric back so that she could have the perfect setting on her live. And then she invites him into the live and he leaning all over from the side. The man don't even know if he's on camera or not. He's just there happy and smiling. God bless him. Giselle meets Ashley. They go to have tea and cake and discuss the recent happenings. So they sit down to talk, and the first thing Giselle brings up in her true messy form is, so do you think Michael's gonna cheat on you, in your postpartum period? Well, damn, Giselle. Just order up a side of postpartum depression, would you? So, of course, Ashley, with her 9-month pregnant self, is like, well, I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because what the hell else is she going to do? Like, real good timing, Giselle. So Giselle goes from asking her about, do you think your husband is going to cheat on you, to saying, well, I remember how left out I felt during my pregnancy. Nobody cared about me. They only wanted to see the babies. So I decided I would throw you a pamper party. So did you have to make sure she was effectively hurt before you throw this party to comfort her? What the hell? But in true Ashley form, there's always an eye for an eye. So she's like, well, here's a little tea I got for you. Yeah, I went to Karen's party and Mia was there. And yeah, you know how Mia was saying that you had a great heart and defending you to Karen that one night at Wendy's house? Well, yeah, now she said, you might be just a pretty face and nothing more, because she believes what Karen said about you. So, yeah, there's that. Well, I guess turnabout is fair play. So the next stop is Robin's workshop, where she is packing up and shipping out her hats. We meet with Robin, who I think is going to be a new friend of the show, Escala. Escala is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God. She is this Ethiopian beauty queen. Oh my God. Well, I don't know if she's a real beauty queen, but I just think she's a beauty queen. I think she's gorgeous. She's just like everything. So we meet her. Wendy comes in and, they talk about both being African, because Wendy is Nigerian and Escala is Ethiopian. And it's really a beautiful moment to watch to me. So Wendy is there cozying up to Robin because, she's making friends with everybody who has a business now that she wants to start a business of her own. So they get to, just chatting, and Robin decides she's the representative of the masses because she wants to know what everybody wants to know. Where the hell did that come from the other night where you decided to tell me to shut up? And, when I was trying to defend Giselle against Karen, and where did that come from? And, I just didn't want anybody to feel ganged up on in my house. And, you know, and then she starts talking about this new persona she has, Zen Wen, how she's so calm and she's so zen. I don't know who this new Wendy is, and I want my money back. Like, I feel like I have been duped, and I have been played, and everybody who I argued with in Facebook groups and things about Wendy was right, and they got me in black and white defending this girl who is clearly showing a peacock spread of crazy, okay? I don't know what the hell is going on, Wendy. I don't know this lady. And my Mariah Carey voice, I don't know her. I don't know her. Wendy is just on a complete 180, and I don't like it. Okay? So then we go to Candace and Chris's house. Chris is going through the liquor cabinet, and sorting through his liquor because raising kids will do that to you. Candace comes down and, she's living her life, and Dorothy calls. So her mom is, checking in on her and seeing how everything is going with school and with her music career and whatnot. And so Candace tells Dorothy how Chris has become her manager. He is her husbander. And Dorothy said, I don't know about that. You should not be his job and his source of income. Like, that's a problem. And Candace don't want to hear it. Candace is like, whatever. No, we're a team. And so Dorothy said, well, you know what? It's your life. I got my money. Bye. Enjoy. Well, that is what it is. We gonna hope I guess it's good, and we gonna hope it stays good. But we know how those husbandry situations go. And it don't typically go well. I don't know. So Wendy, on her round of help me with my business tours, she decides to go to Karen for mentoring. Now they flash back to last season's reunion where Wendy specifically said the reason that Karen was not receptive of me is because I did not come to her bowing to the Grand Dame and looking for mentoring. So I guess now she's bowing to the Grand Dame and looking for mentoring. I will say that I feel like Karen did give her business idea a good fine-tooth comb run over. She asked some good questions, she made some good pointers, and she sent Wendy home with a fill-in-the-blank homework assignment. Like, this is all the stuff that's missing. This is everything you need to get figured out, and then you come back to the table. So I guess Wendy is on a complete 180-degree turn. I don't know who this lady is. So we go over to Mia and Mia's house. This is where we get to know a little bit more about Mia's background. And this part was just so sad to me. It was just so sad to me. Mia talks about the fact that her parents lost custody of her due to their struggles with drug addiction. Mia talks about growing up in foster care and about the time that, she slept on the cold floor on Christmas waiting on her mom, and her mom never showed up, and how hurtful that was to her, and that's when she realized she didn't have a mom. And that is just heartbreaking. Like, there's not even any way to make light of it. This part of the episode actually kind of brought me to tears a little bit. It's just sad. Like, there's no other way to put it. It's just sad. And she's at a place where, her mom is coming back into her life, and she's trying to reconcile and have a relationship with her mom. And all I'm going to say is I pray it goes well. I pray it goes well, because that's just sad. It's just, the whole situation is just sad. The next stop is Karen goes to Candace's house. Karen goes to Candace's house to talk because they are looking to refresh and renew their friendship, or whatever remains of it, since their fallout last year where Karen didn't defend Candace in the Candace and Monique situation. they sit down and have tea, and Karen does a bunch of talking just to say, I really don't regret what I did, how I did it, the stance I took. I don't regret it. And then not only does she not regret it, she goes on to say, well, I was hurt too. Well, Karen, you didn't get your ass beat, okay? You didn't get your ass beat and then have your friend defend the person who whooped your ass. You didn't have that happen. So nobody really cares about your hurt. And the fact that you would come sit in my house and drink my tea and tell me, I don't regret not having your back, she would have to undrink my tea and get out my house. That's just me. So we get down to Ashley's pamper party. So Candace arrives first, and she sits and talks to Giselle about the interaction that she had with Karen and how Karen came to her and said, she doesn't regret how she handled it. And so basically they're going to stay where they're at. They're going to keep it cute and cordial. And that's it. And I second that motion. I think that only makes sense because Karen is too damn old to think what she did is okay. And then to come sit in my house and drink my tea and tell me to my face that you don't regret it. No, we have a misunderstanding betwixt us. And so you're going to have to stand over there while I stand over here. That's what we're going to do. So everyone arrives to the pamper party, and they first play a game of Guess the Belly, where they look at everybody's pregnant bellies and guess who the belly belonged to. And then they go in pairs to get their services, whatever their facials and foot massages and things like that. Well, Karen starts talking to Mia and asks her what she thought about the party that she had at her house. And Mia's like, I had a good time. So she says, well, I was going to ask you about the whole encounter you had with Wendy. And so Mia says, well, Wendy is here so we can talk about it. Mia starts talking about how it all happened from her perspective. And she starts explaining that, she's just the kind of person that talks with her hands and things of that nature. And Wendy says, you better not ever come for me like that again. Or something it was just like, hold on, girl. Who are you talking to? So they get to going back and forth. And Wendy just got an attitude and snap. Now, Wendy, I don't know what's going on with you, but I want my money back. Because I feel like I've been sold a lie. I don't know who Wendy is this season. Wendy is giving me insecure, triggered, and talking in third person. It's just all different brands of crazy. I don't understand. Like, what is your problem with Mia? Wendy is giving me the vibe that she got new titties and new ass, but she ain't getting no D. Something is wrong at home. Because Wendy is snapping on Mia so hard, it's not even funny. I don't know if you caught your husband looking at Mia. I don't know if you caught your husband with a woman that looks like Mia. I don't know if Mia reminds you of a chick you had to fight for your husband. I don't know. But what I will tell you is this. You better watch your tone and keep your hands on your head when you're talking to Mia. Because see, Mia done come out and admitted that she used to be a stripper. Strippers can dance and seduce. The other thing strippers can do is fight. Have you ever seen strippers fight? Strippers fight to draw blood. UFC fighters don't fight like strippers. My suggestion to you is to leave Mia alone. Okay? Mia done been through it. And Mia might have an ass whooping or two tucked away for you. Okay? So, Wendy goes off on this whole rant about, I didn't go off on you at Karen's house because I respect other people's homes. But we're not at anybody's home today. And I am Zen Wen and I have time. So, tick tock, Mia. in the I am off my meds hell is you talking about? What is wrong with Wendy? I am Zen Wen and TikTok Mia. Who the hell is Zen Wen and who is TikToking? What is Wendy talking about? Like, Wendy has lost it. I really get what people were. I really kind of get what people were saying last season now. Like, yeah, you were throwing those degrees around because you're insecure. Because something about Mia triggers the hell out of Wendy. I mean, triggers the absolute hell out of Wendy. And I don't know what it is. I don't get it. And even after, let me tell you something. When Mia realized that the Street Fighter in her was rising up, she got up and left the room. And, she gathered and went out there and said, you try to get along with people, but Jiminy crickets. Well, Jiminy damn crickets. Because I don't know what's wrong with Wendy. I just really don't understand. So Robin and Giselle try to talk to Wendy to explain to her, like, listen, we all for a read. You can read her down, but at least give the girl a chance to say something to earn the read. You won't even let her speak. It's like you're just sitting with your finger on a trigger, like you're just waiting to go off on her. What is the issue? And so now she snaps on Giselle about how she's being loyal to Giselle. And the only reason she responded to Mia the way that she responded was to defend Giselle. But Giselle has no loyalty. And loyalty is a one-way street with Giselle. I cannot with Wendy. I just cannot with Wendy. I mean, even the voice is fake. And then she has the nerve to say to Mia, you're not happy with yourself. And that's why you're putting your foot in your mouth every other minute. And that's why you got your clit done. Hold on, player. You part of the Build a Bear Club now. You done went and got your body done. So you no longer have the pass to talk about people who have their body done. You in that club now. Now, you can think, well, I'm better because I only got X, Y, and Z done. No, sis, it don't work like that. At least Mia owns her stuff. Mia is the most real artificial person I think I've seen on this show. It's just this blend of real and artificiality that's just like, oh, this is interesting. And something about her forwardness, something about her self-assuredness, something about her owning, her rebuilding of her body, something about it is bothering Wendy. And Wendy need to get some help because Wendy looks absolutely crazy, okay? So they end the episode talking about Karen possibly being a drunk. And she's saying she does not like the idea of anyone being called an alcoholic. And they flash back to was it last episode where she was calling Giselle a drunk and a broken whore from Hampton University? Escala, brings some class back and decides we're going to end on a good note. And she ends with a prayer for Ashley's safe delivery, that she has no complications. And that is the end of the episode. So next episode, apparently, we're going to see Ashley going into labor and the mess continues. So that's it. Until next time, I'll see you there. Love you, mean it. Bye.